Standing toe raise level 3. In the standing toe raise level 3 exercise, you'll now be progressing from 2 feet at a time, working the tibialis anterior in level 1 and 2. Now going to progress to 1 foot at a time. So the best way to do this is first just to prep the motion for 1 foot at a time. We are eventually going to be standing on one leg, doing an eccentric rep, and maybe eventually getting you to the point that you can use a weight in this exercise. So we're stabilizing on one leg, going into plantar flexion and then dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, getting a nice big stretch in the tibialis anterior, coming back into concentric action of dorsiflexion. Then what you'll want to do is progress to standing on 1 foot without the stabilizing leg. And you can hold a support structure for this. So it could be like a machine in front of you while you're standing on a step. It could be your trainer that you're holding on to, whatever the case might be, but you can use a support structure for this. And we're going to go down on the eccentric action here for about 3 to 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up fast for 2 to 3 seconds. Let's rest. So that's your progression that you're going into this level. First was that 1 foot by stabilizing on one leg. Next, you're doing 1 foot with the 3 to 4 second eccentric action and the 2 to 3 second concentric action. Next, your goal within this level is to get to the point where you can do an eccentric rep on 1 foot. Let's present how that looks. So your non-stabilized leg will go in front, and you can hold a support structure. This is primarily for balance. Let's come up. So it's going to be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the eccentric action, and then explosive concentric action. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and explosive concentric action. Go ahead and rest. So now you're progressing to that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, standing on one leg, and then explosively coming into the concentric action. This is an absolutely awesome exercise to help strengthen the tibialis anterior and also to improve the arch of the foot and give your foot and ankle much more stability. A common compensation that you want to look out for is the pelvis going into a backwards reaching position. So go ahead and let's go back into a rep there. So you're holding on to your stabilization structure, not for strength purposes. Again, this is just for balance. And when you go into the concentric action, pulling that toe up, what you don't want to do is pull the pelvis backwards, which is a really common compensation. You want to keep that pelvis directly over the ankle. And again, that's a compensation because, go ahead and rest. That's a compensation because to pull into further dorsiflexion, your body knows, oh, instead of having to only pull the toe up, I'll just bring the pelvis back, and then the ankle range of motion and flexion won't actually have to change. Well, we do want it to change, so keep that pelvis over the ankle, making sure the toes coming up, that the pelvis isn't compensating.